Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park.
Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Play action. Now it's Allen. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jones. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Throwing Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, right back to Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Julian Love picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
This is Hines. Shoves him aside and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run again with Hines. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now it's Hines. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
The Bills at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here's Bass now to send it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, Jones. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Jones.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 61 yards. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gano for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing now is Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's Hines. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield, here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Bass is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert!
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
56.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hey, hold.
To throw again on second down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On the ball.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Nyheim Hines, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
after the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion goes the tight end. They run with Hines, and not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Alert, alert, alert.
On 2nd and 9. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
56, 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and goal, Allen.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Barkley inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Hook made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
They're definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
after the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Jones from the gun on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hines. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Allen going to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bills, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-6.